Okay. Hello and welcome, I'm Bio, and today we are doing a requested game. That requested game is Gekido Urban Fighters. I'm going to go to the options because I don't know if it's going to go to a demo or stay on the main menu, so yeah, I've played this game before, Gekido. I actually own this game on the PlayStation 1, only the disc though. I have the Zoo Classics version, which I believe was one of the last versions released. The game was re-released quite a lot, by the way. Well, at least in Europe it was. It is known in America simply as Gekido, but in the West, in Europe it's known as Gekido Urban Fighters, and yeah, it's basically a series. Has its Kentaro's Revenge as well, which is a part of it, which was originally released on the Game Boy Advance, and then recently got re-released across all major platforms, including PC Steam. I really wish this game, Gekido, would also come to PC Steam and get re-released across all platforms, because I actually have somewhat fond memories of this game. Somewhat. And it's interesting, and I'll tell you why it's interesting, because this was developed by Naps Team. Now, if you don't know, I've talked about Naps Team in the past, but I'll get to that in a second. It's also published by Interplay and released in May 2000, released in America. So yeah, I've talked about Naps Team before in the past. I've actually done two big videos on them on the channel, but those videos are no longer available, simply because there isn't very often that I do a video set and I think to myself, I'm not happy with that. It's only happened like once, really. I did a set where I was looking into virtual pet simulation games, and I just didn't really like how the video was flowing. So in the end, it's a video the video's made, but it's just never going to come up on YouTube. I'm never going to release the video. And with the Naps Team, I was happy with the video at first, but then I realized, like, later on down the line, that I was probably overly mean. Now, you may think, oh yeah, but you shit on Data Design, you shit on the Code Monkeys. Yeah, well, yeah, I do shit on them because I think it's deserved, really. So, it is, when it comes to, like, let's say, for example, the Code Monkeys, there is going to be a Code Monkeys set that's going to be coming up at some point, because I've spun the wheel and that's what's come up. And if I'm honest, I played a bunch of Code Monkeys games, and most people generally know obviously the Simpsons Skateboarding, but let's be honest, that's a terrible game. Then there's also the fact of the Dingo Pictures games that they did for PS1 and PS2, and playing even some of their more modern games that they made. They're pretty much all of them are trash. So when I shit on a company like the Code Monkeys, I think it is deserved. But with Naps Team, when I look back and I think about it, I just don't think I gave them a fair shot, especially when it comes to certain games that are in better places now than they were when they first released. So, somebody quite liked my original Naps Team videos, even though I took them down, and asked about it. So, V-Ray, sorry if I'm pronouncing your name wrong, asked what happened to the Naps Team's videos, because they found them quite funny, which is fair enough, and asked for me to put them online again, and I said, "Oh, sorry, I'm not. I didn't realize people really enjoyed these videos. The like to dislike ratio on those videos is quite apparent. Quite a lot of people didn't like them either. Even though regardless of the fact of whether or not I like those videos, it made me obviously, I'm trying to get out what I want to say. Even though I realized I was not happy with those videos, it was interesting to also see that a lot of people, by the like and dislike ratio, also didn't like the videos. So, but I basically said that I don't feel like I gave Naps Team a fair service. I don't remove videos often. This is probably one of the first occasions, besides the time when I went absolute like balls to the walls insane and just privatized all my videos because I was in a dark place. But we don't talk about those times. I don't really do it, so I asked them if there is any personal favorites from that video that you would like me to revisit as like a requested game. I don't mind. I was going to completely redo the set, but then I realized that there were a few games that, in my opinion, were not particularly good, and I don't personally like. So I thought to myself, oh, if I say, well, if there's a certain games, a couple of them out of the set that you want me to look at personally, again, with a bit more of a open mind, I don't mind doing it. So they said, fair enough. And, could you make a video about Baldo or the first Gekido? So I'm going to do both. Because I do apologize for taking that video down, but you have to understand, that's just how I feel. So I'm going to be looking at the very first Gekido. I hope you meant the PlayStation 1 game. And I'll be looking at Baldo as the next requested game after this, which would be good to look at Baldo again, because apparently Baldo has had a lot of improvements. So, we'll see, and we'll see whether or not that is there's truth to that. Anyway, enough ranting on. We're almost 10 minutes in, and I haven't even done anything yet. But I just wanted to give the context of why why I'm doing this. So yeah, let's jump into Gekido Urban Fighters. We might as well do the Urban Fighters mode. The Arena Battle, I think, is like the Versus mode. Because this game has like two different modes. It has like a Streets of Rage-esque mode. Okay, I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll do the Arena Battle mode first. There is a few unlockable characters that you can play as. I'm playing this on PCSXR. I'm not too sure how to edit the memory stick exactly, but it's fine. Yeah, sure. We're gonna have... Wait. Okay, that's fine. I find it interesting how it picks the same, but whatever. Okay, let's go. So we've got Travis versus Tetsuo versus Michelle versus Michelle. I used to quite like Michelle when I was a kid. Obviously, you saw it in the intro. I will admit the intro in this game's a bit strange. There we are. But yeah, as you can see, it's like an arena fighter mode. And this is the mode I played mostly when I played this game when I was a kid. There's a reason it's not a Bioclassics, by the way. It's because I did, if you compare it to like Bloody Roar 2, Battle Arena Toshinden and stuff like that, it's just not in the same league. It's a bit like Power Stone in a way. It's a little bit like Power Stone with picking up items and stuff. Also, there is music from Fatboy Slim and Apartment 26 in this. Hopefully that doesn't... Actually... Oh, I can't. Okay. So hopefully it doesn't copyright or block the video. But yeah, so Square does like a light attack. X does like a low kick attack. He's gonna beat me. And there we go, he beat me. He beat me with a grab, in all fairness. But there is a combo system that you can build on, but it's a bit strange. Circle does like a special of some kind. And L2 picks up items. not the voice I'd expect for Michelle, if I'm honest. There we go. Yeah, so triangle does like a heavy punch. Like I said, circle does a special of some kind. L2 picks up items. Very weird button to have to pick up items, but okay. Oh god, I'm getting absolutely destroyed. This is the mode I played the most when I was a kid, and I didn't get very far, simply because I found it to be too chaotic for me. If it was 2-player versus, but I think I just kept doing 4-player. So I think you could probably manage with 2 players. But 4-player, it's just absolute insanity. Which is, it could be fun in its own right. I'm not saying, like I said, when we play the normal story mode, I guess, we play a little bit of that. I'm just getting absolutely destroyed here. R2 kind of like zooms in. I think R2 might. I wonder if R2 might lock on actually. I'm not too sure though. So the 2 Michelles are working together then? Well, I guess so. I'm not too sure, but whatever. Anyway. Anyway. Yeah, so the arena battle, you know, I could see you having fun with friends, just beating the crap out of each other. This is what I say, Naps team, you should really try and see if you can get this game re-released as well, because I reckon it'd be quite a bit of fun. Because if I'm honest, I've played obviously the Gekido Kintara's Revenge, and I prefer this game over Kintara's Revenge. Kintara's Revenge just feels like a very standard 2D side-scrolling beat-em-up in the vein of Streets of Rage. It just feels very just run-of-the-mill, I guess is the best way to describe it. Whereas this one, actually, I quite like this one. From what I remember. From what I remember. Let's play as Michelle. Better go as Travis, so let's play as Michelle. So it looks like there's 7 stages. Not too bad. Alrighty then. It dropped in. There we are. So as you can see, yeah. I like how all items explode, by the way. They just all explode. You want a barrel? Get barreled. Oh, dogs are coming to fight me. Oh, God. Get out of it. Oh, they just grab you. Alright, there we go. Okay, so yeah, so R2 basically goes into this like mode where you just stay where you are. Oh, I didn't realize, so L1 is jump, okay. Oh, here comes some dudes to fight us. But if I'm honest with you, this is probably my favorite game from Naps team. Where's she gone? Okay, got her. But yeah, as you can see, it's just like a 3D. It's a 3D variation of. Yeah, so it's just a 3D variation. Yeah, so R2 does lock on. So you can lock on actually. This music is awesome. Surprised I didn't like this more. When I was younger. It's pretty good. I just attached your car. Ah. Yeah, just keep mashing buttons while you're on your special. Okay. But yeah, there isn't really much else to say. If I'm honest with you, when it comes to this game, it does feel quite nice to play. Oh, another boss. Oh yeah, this dude. I remember this dude. Can't remember what his name is. Lock-on's a little bit weird. I will admit that. Is there a way to like switch who I want to lock onto? Because I'm trying to press every button to try and. Just sometimes the enemies are too close together and it's hard to. Like, I'm gonna die. Because she's trying to lock onto the dude. Obviously, she's trying to lock onto the boss. There we go, beat him. Yeah, she's trying to lock onto the boss while he's up in the air. Yeah, it's just a little bit strange. There we go. I think that is that level done. Yeah, okay. I think this is a good time to stop playing. I'll just give a small overview of the game. But yeah, no. In all fairness, like I said, this is my favourite Naps Team game from what I've played. I quite like Gekido Urban Fighters. The arena mode's a little bit too chaotic for me, but then again, you just play with 2 players instead of 4. And I guess if you were playing it with friends, which is the intended way of playing it, it would be actually quite a lot of fun. Oh, Funk So Brothers going on. Bloody, I haven't heard this song in years. Yeah, interesting. It's a very interesting music choice, if I'm honest, for this style of game. And the urban fighters mode, which is like a 3D side-scrolling fighter, it's actually pretty good. And I wish Naps Team actually expanded on this. I would have loved a Gekido game for PS2, which expanded on this. I just think it would have been really cool. But yeah, Gekido Urban Fighters is a good game, in my opinion. It's, you know, again, there's a reason why I consider it to be the best Naps Team game, at least in my opinion. The reason it was never a BioClassics is because I didn't really play much of it when I was a kid. Yeah, okay, I think when I was a kid, I played mostly the arena mode, and I found it to be quite infuriating. Again, keep in mind, once again, as I said at the beginning of the video, I only had the disc. That's all I had. No manual, no nothing. I had to just figure it out as I went along. So, and I found the arena mode to be too chaotic. And I figured that, I guess back then I just figured the story mode was going to be exactly the same. Whereas if I had played the story mode, I probably would have had a much better time. Which is obviously this mode, the Urban Fighters mode. But anyway, I'm going to call it there. I hope you've enjoyed the video. I hope this video doesn't get copyrighted to fuck because of this copyrighted music playing in the background. And I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye. Bunk.